Learn my step-by-step process to create a manifestation vision board for 2021 that actually works. Hi babes, are you ready to up-level your manifesting process with a vision board? Then you are in the right place. In this video, I'm going to teach you my vision board process for manifesting and to create what I like to call the Maniscripting Action Energy Vision Board. And for this method, I definitely recommend that you have the Maniscripting Journal. And if you don't have it, I've linked it down below. And if you don't have it, highly recommend that you check it out because it just takes this entire process to a whole nother level. But if you don't have it yet, you can still follow along and do this process. So there are two ways to create this type of board. First, you can create a physical board, which is just like this, or you can create a digital board on your computer or on your phone. The digital version is obviously the easier way, but I personally love to create physical vision boards because then I can put them in my office or on the shelf or just like have it out visually. I keep them for forever, and it's just a good reminder to see something tangible instead of seeing something on the background of your phone or desktop, which you kind of get used to that kind of stuff. But when you watch this video, you can figure out which one you want to create, and you can even create both. So first, what I want to talk about is how you want to get organized with your board. And the first thing that you need to get clear before you begin is, are you going to create a board that focuses on just one goal that you want to manifest, or do you want to focus on all areas of your life? There's no right or wrong answer for this. You can totally do whichever one that you choose. However, what I do always like to say is that when it comes to creating your vision board, especially using the Maniscripting Action Energy method, what ends up happening is when you do all areas of your life or a lot of different areas of life, what usually starts happening is when you manifest one thing, other goals and desires are usually connected to that thing. So what I love about these vision boards is like you're having this bird's eye high level view of everything that you want for your life. And then when you look at it every day, and then when you're using your Maniscripting journal, and because if you have the journal, you already know this, but inside the Maniscripting method, every single day, you're working on one goal or desire every single day that you're journaling out and you're writing on and using the Maniscripting method. So when you do this, and then when you look at your vision board every single day, the energy and the excitement that it all brings just kind of helps everything come together more. And also it helps you take that inspired action even further. So the whole point of this is the energy that you put into it, the energy that you feel when you look at it, is all helping you take that inspired action to help you move forward. So then when the universe sees you taking this inspired action, it's guiding you, it's leading you, you're tapping into that intuition, you're making decisions and choices in your life that ultimately is going to help you manifest that desire or goal. Because remember, with the universe, it's a two-way street. It's not us just making these vision boards and sitting back and drinking those lattes or champagne and we're like, okay, universe, we're ready for it. It doesn't work that way. We have to take that inspired action, because as we take those steps forward, we usually come to crossroads, we have to make decisions, we have to take action, and then our inner being is like, hey, go do this thing, or go do that thing, or don't do this thing, don't do that thing. And those are our guiding lights that kind of gets us to that place where then the universe can see, okay, they're ready to receive what they're trying to manifest, what that goal is, what that desire is, and then that's how it comes to fruition. So when you can get super, super clear on what it is that you want to manifest, then put it onto a board, that's how this kind of creates a system in this universe, I like to call, for you to manifest even faster. And that's why if you don't have this Maniscripting journal, I highly, highly recommend it, because I'm going to tell you in just a second, but with the life design process right here at the beginning, the first half of the journal is an actual workbook where you go through a series of questions and you ask yourself different things that you probably have never really thought about before when it comes to your goals, but they're so important because you figure out what's been holding you back. Why haven't you done the thing yet? Is this the thing that you actually want to do, or are you doing it because other people or society are telling you to do it? It just helps you get super clean. You have these mega breakthroughs. So then when you take that process and then you create a vision board out of it, that's why this is so much more powerful than just deciding one day, okay, I'm just going to put a bunch of pretty pictures on a board and then wish for them to happen. So that's why I say if you don't have the Maniscripting journal yet, please check it out because it is a system and a process to help you manifest faster, and that is why I created it. So with that, I want to jump into how you lay out the board and what you're going to need. So first of all, it's going to be two different steps, right? Because you're either doing a physical board like this or you're going to do a digital board. So first I want to talk about the physical board. So with the physical board, you can do it so many different ways. You can use a poster board, like I got these at the dollar store. You can use even a whiteboard to glue things on. You can use a cork board. You can use just like a regular poster board. Whatever seems fit to you. You can even, if you decide, hey, you know what, I want to make my vision board in my office, or maybe keep it in my bedroom or my bathroom. You can even just glue everything to a wall, or stick everything to a wall, or whatever you seem fit. So you can do it in any sort of way. But the one thing I really, really want to point out, and a big tip for you, is that, I mean, years ago, these are from years ago, I think this is from like 2015, I used magazines for these. These days, I don't know the last time you bought a magazine, and I'm sure most of us don't even have, those monthly subscriptions to magazines anymore. But when I went this year to, or even last year or this year, I went to Walgreens and CVS to like go find magazines, or even at the grocery store. And I was like, these magazines are like $7 to $10 each. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like a million years ago, magazines were not that expensive. So when I was even flipping through these magazines, I wasn't even seeing a lot of the pictures that I wanted to manifest. So instead of going out and purchasing $50 worth of magazines, which then when you go through, you're not even gonna find what you want in those magazines to put on your board, and you're gonna like half-ass the board for yourself. Highly recommend to use the method of using Google search or Pinterest and start Googling. And if you've done the manuscripting, the life design process, you'll already know the things that you want to manifest, right? So what I would do is Google all of those things that you want to manifest, all those goals that you want to achieve, all those things that you want to do, and then save those pictures to your computer. And then open up Canva, put all of those images as a collage in Canva. And then what I recommend doing is sending them over to Walgreens or CVS, do that 1 hour print job, and you'll be able to get like all of these pictures right here. They were all on like a photo size piece of paper as a collage, and I just cut them all up, and I have all of my pictures of exactly what I want, and it was literally like $2. It was $2 for me to get all the pictures that I wanted for my vision board versus trying to get a bunch of magazines together. One, it's expensive. Two, you're probably not going to find the things that you want. You're going to settle for, you know what, I wanted a vacation in Tahiti, but all I can find is like, I don't know, Mexico or something like that in an image, and words that you just like don't even care or resonate with. So highly recommend to do it this way. And it's super simple to do. I'm going to show you guys a tutorial right now with how to do that. So first, what you want to do is start Googling images of the things that you want to manifest. So let's talk about this. Florida house on water. So for example, I'm trying to manifest a home. This is a picture right here. You're going to go to Google Images, and what you'll do is just save image as to your desktop or computer. So take maybe a second here. Florida house, something that you know the name of it. So you're going to start saving. You're going to go through images. You're going to start saving a bunch of pictures of the things that you want. Then in another window, you'll want to open up canva.com. If you don't have it, I've linked it down below. This is completely free. You can also get the upgraded version. So what you want to do is click on the top right-hand corner, create design, and do custom dimensions. I am doing pictures to print out at walgreens.com. So let's do it in inches, and let's say it's 4 by 6 pictures. So right in the meantime, what you can do is go to Walgreens.com or CVS.com or wherever you are going to print pictures. All you want to do is go to that website, go to their menu, and go to the photo section. And what you can do is do your photos. Or I think you might have to, there we go. So here we go. So usually there's always sales for pictures, to print out photos, because most people, like a lot of people don't do it anymore. So all you want to do is go to prints, and first off, see what the deal is, if there are any, if there's a limited quantity that you need to order, and just pick the sizing of the picture that you want it to be. So for example, these are 10 cents prints for orders over 100. So right now, you know, there is we're not going to order 100 pictures. You don't need 100 pictures for your vision board. But basically, just look up the sizes. So say if this was 4x6 prints, if you order 10, you can get them for 10 cents. Then you want to establish your design here in a 4x6 format. I use 4x6 because that's always a normal, regular photo size. So now what you want to do is, now you have your image here. Now you want to go to File and you want to show rulers. So here you see that this is 4 inches by 6 inches. And this is important because you want to make sure that the pictures you use aren't tiny. Like you don't want to do little 1 by 1 inch pictures. So basically you want to use one image to fill up the whole entire space across, or maybe if it's really long, do it really long, because this is 4 inches across, 6 inches down. So from here, what you want to do is now take all the pictures that you've now downloaded and saved to your computer from your Google search or your Pinterest search, and then you're going to upload them into Canva. Now I already did this a while ago, so let me just find them. I mean, there's a ton of pictures here that I've been using. So all I did here is, oh, here's some right here. So say if you want to travel. So once you've uploaded your media, which you just click upload, and you can upload from device, and then you upload the pictures that you just saved, then they'll show up right here. Then you can add them in to your picture. So let's say this one we want to use, and 2 inches by 4 inches. Let's make this a little bit bigger. So now what we want to start doing is just making a collage of the pictures here. You can make this a little smaller. Just add them in like a collage. Make sure you use pictures. You probably have to, change them around a little bit, but basically maybe like 4 pictures per thing, maybe 3, maybe 2, depending how big you want to do it. And then you just add pages until you have added in all of the images that you want to use. So let's say we want this one and we want to make it bigger. And let's see, what can we put at the top up there? We could do a plane just like this. And granted, you guys, these are pictures from like a ton of different projects and Instagram posts and stuff that we've been doing. So don't judge me on these. This isn't what I want to call it. This is just stuff that is here in my upload section. So say for this one, it's 2 pictures. Now you just add another page and you keep doing this and creating the collage until you have all of your pictures. Then what you're going to do, once you have all of them in here, let's add in one more up here just to say that we did. Let's add this girl here. And let's just cut her out, but keep the bags in there. There we go. That looks beautiful. Put this one down to the money a little bit more. Perfect. So just like this, we're going to keep this here. There we go. So you just want to play around with it as much as you want to and need to. So then when you go to cut everything, it works. And then let's position this to the forward. You get the point here. So there we have it. So once you've done this with all of your pictures, then what you want to do is download as PNG or JPEG, doesn't matter. And then you're going to select all the pages. You'll click download. And it will save to your computer. So say vision board printing. Okay, so that's saved as a zip file here because it's going to have multiple pictures. So you want to then open that up and you'll have all of the images here in a folder, okay? Then what you want to do is when you go to your provider of choice with wherever you want to print these out, all you're going to do is click order prints wherever you need to do that. And then look at this. So 4x6 pictures, they are 23 cents each. And again, you can go here and see all the different sizing. So usually 4x6 is like the best price always because that's a regular standard photo. When you start doing bigger, you're paying $4 each, which doesn't make sense. You can get all of this done with multiple pages here. So you want to just click create now. And then from here, okay, so now when you're in here, so for example, you can see my ones from my vision board that I already put in here. What you want to do is click on upload photos from my computer. And then you're going to select your photos. And then again, once you're here, you will vision board printing. So then you're going to select all those photos that you just created and you're going to upload them. So you'll see them all here, just like that. And then you're going to click add to order. And then as you can see from here, prints are $1.40 total. And then you're going to proceed to cart. And if you guys have honey, what is it? Honey? Yeah, honey this thing that pops up, you can use this as an extension. This is for every single website. Look at this. So let's see what coupons Honey will find. So last time I got about 50% off because there was a coupon running at the time. So I love applying these. As you see, some of them are going to work. So it's going to take the best one. Saved 56 cents. Awesome. Continue to check out. So here we go. Saving 56 cents. So for my 4 images, I saved 56 cents, and it's 84 cents to print out the images that I want for my vision board. So that's what I would do. Then you can, this is usually same day pickup. You proceed to checkout, and then etc. You can figure out where it is that when you can pick it up. Usually if you order this in the morning, you can get it same day, depending on your area. But every time I've done this or printed anything at Walgreens or CVS, I can always pick it up same day. So then you'll just go through checkout and you'll go pick up your pictures, and that's how you do it. Okay, and now for the digital way. So it's going to be a similar process from what I just showed you in that demo, but basically what you're going to do is when you arrange your images in Canva, and you're going to use Canva for this, all you're going to do is just, now you just have to decide, where am I going to put this image? Is it going to be the desktop background of my laptop, or my computer on my desktop, or on my iPhone? And then just make sure that the Canva file that you use fits the screen size of your computer. So you can resize the design, align all your images everywhere, and then you'll be able to save it, download it, send it to your phone, send it to your email on your computer, and then save it as the background for that. So the digital way is super, super easy as well. All right, so now let me show you how you organize your board, because there's definitely an energy blueprint that you want to follow when it comes to laying out all your images and pictures. And it's actually the Feng Shui Bagua method. So if you're familiar with that, that's what we're going to do. And I've drawn it out on a whiteboard here, and I'm going to explain to you what each section should be for your vision board. So right here in the top corner, we have purple, which is wealth and abundance. It's a mantra for this area. I am wealthy affirmations. So here you want to put big financial picture goals. You can put a check with a written dollar amount here, pictures of money, just anything that makes you feel abundant and wealthy. So those are things that you want to put right here. This can be for your life and your business, etc. Green right below it is new beginnings and family. So the mantra for this area is, I am loved and I have a great support system. So here you want to put pictures of family goals, pictures of things that signify new beginnings to you. It's new growth. It could be something maybe to do with your health or just like your life and all of that. So you can put that here. Next one is blue, which is wisdom and knowledge. And the mantra for this area here is, I open myself to receiving all the wisdom and knowledge. So pictures that you want to put here are things that you want to do to help you learn more. So for example, maybe you have a goal to be able to afford to go to a Tony Robbins event, or maybe join a mastermind for your business, because most have a financial requirement that you have to meet before joining. Or maybe you want to go on a yoga retreat or do NLP training or some other coaching or something like that. So put pictures of things that you want to go do in order to learn more. Next one right up here is red, and that is reputation, fame, and social life. So a mantra for this area is, I am respected and loved. So pictures here could be of you maybe speaking on stage, because, you know, if you're a speaker, like, people respect what you have to say. Or maybe you have a podcast, or maybe you're working towards an award or level in your company. So maybe you can put pictures of the award or the title of the company position here. So anything to do with that, like CEO, executive, whatever, you know, stuff like that here. The next one right here is health. This is actually yellow, but they don't really make yellow whiteboard markers, so it's orange. But this area right here, the mantra for this area is, I am healthy. So it's got all to do with health. So anything here will be fitness related pictures, maybe your body goals, workout goals, health goals of any kind. That's what you're going to put here in the center. Down right below here is black, and that is the area for your career. The mantra for this area is, I'm a successful CEO, or I'm a successful executive or leader, or whatever it is in your business. So you put pictures of business and work goals here. So for example, my pictures would be of like a beautiful Maniscripting HQ and warehouse, and pictures of me hiring an incredible team of employees and growing a high vibe community event, and to do live events and retreats and stuff like that. So I put anything that reminds me of what I want for my business right down here. So that's an example there. The next one right here is pink, and that is love and relationships. So mantra for this area is, I'm in a healthy, loving relationship with a partner who respects me, something like that. And with all these mantras, you guys, make the ones that work best for you. And pictures of this area include whatever your goals are for love and your relationships. And relationships doesn't mean exactly love. It could be any type of relationships. So what are you wanting to call in? Are you calling in to maybe get married, find a partner, find a new best friend, get a puppy? Like, what does that love in your life signify to you? So put that in there right there. And then right below that is white, and that is for creativity and kids. So a mantra for this area can be, I'm creative and my feminine energy is flowing, because feminine energy is creativity. So pictures in this area include anything creative that you'd like to do. Maybe you want to start painting. Maybe you want to be known for painting or art or something like that. So anything there, or even to do with kids if you're trying to call in kids into your future, or for your kids that you currently have. Now below that is gray, and that is travel and helpful people. So mantra for this is, I travel first class on a private jet. And pictures can be of wherever you want to travel. This can also include pictures of people who inspire you, who can help you with your goals. So travel pictures, the places you want to go, how you want to travel, all that sort of stuff. So that is how you want to lay out your map. So before we move forward, now you know all the areas for your board. I want you to comment down below and take a screenshot of this video and tell me the #1 thing that you're trying to manifest. And put this on Instagram stories and tag the Maniscripting Journal so you can then announce this and put this request to the universe. And also we'll repost you onto our stories as well. So when you go to creating this vision board, you don't have to have the images for all the areas. So for example, say if you want to work on wealth and abundance and you want to do wisdom and knowledge, but you really don't have anything for new beginnings or family, right? So it doesn't mean that you keep this area blank. Just kind of like arrange your images so it fills the areas. You guys know what I mean? So make sure you fill out the board. But if there's certain areas that you're like, you know what, I just don't have anything to manifest for this, or I don't really have a goal for this, totally okay. You don't have to do all the areas. Do the ones that seem fit for you, and then just kind of like expand the images, or maybe fill up those spaces with words or writing or stuff like that, whatever you see fit. And again, with these boards, you can be as creative as possible. I personally love just like a bunch of pictures. And of course, for these ones, I use magazines. So I have a lot of like ones with writing on them. But you can also create a board where you use this, and then you can like use markers and stuff to like color things in, or glitter or stickers or anything. Like honestly, be super creative. You can even add crystals to your board. Like really make this as magical and as exciting for you to look at, because when you look at the board, and your board should make you excited. The second you start looking at your board and you're like, oh my gosh, like I don't want any of this anymore. Like this isn't what I want. Like this doesn't resonate. It's time to make another board. So when you go to create your Maniscripting Action Energy Vision Board, this doesn't have to be a once a year type of thing. This can be a whenever you no longer resonate with it, do it again. Do it again at 6 months. Maybe select a time frame for yourself to do these, because that way you are always aligned. And one other huge tip that I want you to remember is, as soon as you manifest something, do not take it off your board. Do not cover it up. Do not like check it off or erase it in any sort of way. Keep it there. Because when it comes to manifestation science, and I'm so obsessed with this, and I love teaching about the science behind all of this, your brain, even though it is so smart and is so beautiful, it is also kind of dumb, because it has no idea what is actually reality and what is a thought or a vision. So what happens is when you mix in, so for example, let's take this board for example. I really wanted, this one was from 2015. So this is when I was moving to LA. And I was in the fitness industry. I was an actress. I was doing commercials and working on movie sets and stuff like that. So these are pictures from like movie sets and everything. I was scoring jobs left and right, doing lots of different things. But I didn't remove that picture. I never covered it up, because for me, I looked at that and I'm like, immediately, because you know it actually happened, you're like, oh my God, it actually happened. So then when you put other things along with it, your brain starts to think, oh my gosh, it has happened. So when you can step into that energy of believing, and that's the biggest thing with manifestation, is that we either say things or do things or try to manifest things, but we don't truly believe it. Like it's like a fake, like, yes, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I'm making $1 million, but like deep down inside, you're like, no, I'm fucking not. Like, you know, so when you surround your images with things that you've done, it like automatically tricks your brain into like thinking all of it has happened. And then that way, that's how you can exude that energy. And that's how law of attraction works, to then put out into the universe, like, oh my gosh, like this is happening, it's happening, it's happening. Now you're just going to go through the process of taking that inspired action, and then the universe is going to meet you and grant you with that manifestation. So again, do not remove images that have already happened. And even if there's something that maybe you're creating this vision board right now, and there's something that's already happened to you maybe last month or this coming month, put it on the board anyway. Anything to kind of get you to like trigger that in your brain, like, yeah, this stuff works, it's actually happening. Those are those like quick little things that you can do in order to increase your manifesting power. So once your board is complete, there are a few more steps. You need to decide where you want to put it. So mine, I put in my office because that's my private space. I'm in here right now. I'm in here every single day. So I recommend putting your board somewhere where you can see it every day. And this is the most important time. Spend a few minutes looking at it and visualizing everything on it. So this is the most important thing, because lastly, I just want to give you one last thing that you want to do with this board. I have a really powerful mantra for you to write on it once you're finished, to kind of seal in the Maniscripting manifestation. And I learned this mantra a long time ago, and I've kind of changed it over the years. I don't remember where I picked this up, but literally I think like 6 years ago I did this, and I write it on the back of all of my boards. So let me read it to you. Like this one's literally 2015 right here. So this is what you want to write down. I call upon the powers of the universe. I call upon the spirit of the universe. I call upon the heart, mind, and soul of the universe. I call upon the powers of time. I call upon the powers of the stars. I call upon the God and the spirit of all things. And then you want to state your wishes. So everything that you kind of put on this board. So what I do recommend is just kind of like writing down verbally, like what you want. Like, do you want to move? Do you want to make money in your business? Do you want to create a business, your love life, etc.? So then you're going to say your goals out loud. And then you want to repeat those sentences and then replace the first part with I think. So then you want to say your wishes. Then you say, I thank the powers of the universe. I thank the spirit of the universe. I thank the heart, mind, and soul of the universe. I thank the powers of time. I thank the powers of the stars. I thank the God and the spirit of all things. And so it is. And then what I want you to do, once you say that out loud, and say this out loud, like just with passion, with just that good high vibe energy, I then want you to take this board and just sit with it. Stare at it for a few seconds. Like stare at every single little detail, everything, and just infuse like that energy. Like just know like this is happening. Like you should be so freaking excited to be creating this board, and so freaking excited, like this is your future. Like, hello, this is your future. This is going to happen. Like you have to truly believe it. And I want you to just sit with it, and then do a meditation, do an abundance meditation. I'll link a few down below for guided meditations, but an abundance meditation just to like seal it all in would be perfect. And one last thing to add, when you're doing this entire vision process and you're sitting down to do this, I do recommend, I love turning things into like a ritual, and a spiritual ritual is just like making something into like a step-by-step process. So what I would also do is play high vibe music, light your candles, bring your crystals all around you, make your favorite beverage to drink while you're doing this, whether it's coffee or tea or even champagne or whatever have you. Do that. And then also, if you can or want to, grab a couple of your girlfriends to do this with you and just kind of prep them, tell them, like share with them the tips from this video and be like, hey girls, I want you to go do this, and then we're going to get together and we're going to set up this awesome ritual space, burn some sage, burn some Palo Santo, play high vibe music, like really turn this into a magical process for yourself, because the more loving, heartfelt energy you can infuse into this, the more powerful your manuscripting board is going to be. So that is it. And one other thing that I do want to mention is when you sit down and do this process, please story it. Please tag us. Please show me how you are taking this method and process, because the more I get to see you babes doing the things that I'm teaching you, the more it even inspires me to create more tutorials and share more things that I do. So I would love for you to even just like take a picture of your vision board when it's done, tag the Maniscripting Journal, or even if you're not in the Maniscripting Sisterhood Facebook community, which is linked down below as well, go in there. If you don't want to post your board publicly, at least post it in the Facebook group so you can inspire your sisters to do the same. Because at the end of the day, all of these things that we do and we share, and this is why I love sharing these things so much, is sure, I could be over here and creating these boards on my own and just doing my own thing in life, but the whole even point that I created the Maniscripting Journal and I create these videos and share with you guys is because it inspires you to up-level your life. Because sure, I'm over here in my house, you're there in your house, and we're all separated, but the energy as a collective rises. Even if we're not together, even if we're apart, like the more people we can touch and inspire to up-level their life, to start thinking positive versus negative, work through our trauma, work through our blocks, and really step into who we are supposed to be. Because throughout our entire lives, we are programmed to be part of the rat race, to be part of what society wants you to be, not who you want to be. The more that we can just step into owning and sharing and exposing others to this incredible practice, and even though, yeah, it's just a vision board, but at the same time, it's so powerful because this is the time when you're doing these things, you have those breakthroughs, you have those aha moments, and this is what helps you up-level, manifest faster, and cause an incredible positive impact on the world. So please continue to share, continue to tag us, and thank you so much for watching this video, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Have an incredible day, babes, and please like and subscribe and comment below any questions that you have, and stay tuned for upcoming tutorials and videos from me. Bye.